Good day, everyone. I want to show you the nearly 2 years of wear and tear of Pochette Felicie. To be fair, it's been 21 months, so I still have 3 more months for the anniversary. In the first part, however, I would like to talk to you about the bag itself, and then I will jump into wear and tear. In the third part, I will show you what fits inside and what doesn't, and finally, I'd like to share the story with you of why I got it, how would I buy it again, taking under consideration current prices, do I regret my purchase? So let's get into it. The bag I bought, as you can see, it's in monogram canva, the most popular, highly recognized pattern, introduced by Georges Vuitton, the son of Louis Vuitton, in 1896. As a tribute to his dad, he added initials to it, alongside circles and flowers and diamonds. So when we think about the classical V, we think about this specific pattern. However, it is not the first canva created. The first one, in fact, was the demi ebene, which means ebony chessboard. Here, the graceful one. It was created by Louis Vuitton in 1888 and then reintroduced by the brand over 100 years later in 1998. So basically, I'm not into these big flashy logos. However, the bag is small enough, you can't really see from a distance from afar what's on it. There is also a question to some whether it's a bag or a wallet on chain. Some opinion have like if it fits your phone, then it's a bag. Many wallets on chains, they do fit your phone. They do fit your phones, but they are just walks. So you can find it on a website under accessories and small leather goods. So to me, it's quite a small bag. I call it a wallet on chain. To be fair, I was not even aware of this acronym until recent years. And well, getting to measurements, it's 21 centimeters long, 12 centimeters high, and 3 centimeters width. It has one big compartment inside and a back pocket. Gold color, remember it's not made of gold, it's just the gold color hardware with detachable gold color chain. I bought it in November 2020 and I believe there were already bags with microchips in them. However, I got the score at that time because it was made before November. I got the score 1 the old school way, so just the serial number inside, and the serial number is just right here in this back pocket. It's printed on this piece of fabric here. Maybe I'll see in this light. Yeah, you can just slightly see, just a bit. It comes with 2 compartments, 2 inserts, one with the zipper, and a credit card holder. Well, in my case, just the regular card holder. So whenever you buy any bag from a luxury brand, have a close look at some things. First of all, is the bag wallet you are buying symmetrical? Is the cut straight? It doesn't matter if it's Louis Vuitton, Chanel, YSL, Dior. Have a look always if the bag is just straight. Okay, then go for the lining. Is the lining here straight? Is the one part maybe sticking like this? So have a look at that. Look closely for stitching. Is there any stitching missing? Is it straight? So look everywhere. I'm expecting right now inspecting the bag after 2 years. I don't see any stitching coming off. Nice. The gold hardware. Before you buying it, of course, there shouldn't be any scratching. It should be gold, not silver, not darkish, not getting black in any parts. So it was in a good condition, and right now Sorry, I had to pause for a second. Home duties called me. So there was no black parts nowhere. It was all gold. And right now, after 2 years, I have just tiny scratches here. I don't think you can see it nicely. You need to have a really close look, and I'm losing sharpness. I'll try to make a close up here. You can't see it from this angle. Well, the scratches here are expected because these two parts, when you're carrying it, they just rub against each other. So that's expected here. Same with the button. From this angle, you can't see nothing major, just the superficial scratches. Okay, if your bag has a glazing, look at the glazing here. If it's glued together, if there are no cracking there. Here actually I don't have the glazing, these fabric and the canvas are stitched together, and they're glued together as well. So these two parts should be close together and not coming apart, and they are in perfect condition in perfect condition, I would say, after 2 years of using. So symmetrical. So is the bag symmetrical? Lining, stitching, hardware, the glazing. So is the bag all put together and no parts coming off? And what else? Of course, the obvious one. So any decoloring of the canvas, any apparent dents. There should be no dents when you're buying it, no signs of the bag being used, and any scratches on the canvas, on the leather especially, you should point out. If there is something, talk about that to your SA or send the bag back. So what do I see on the canvas after 2 years? I see two bends, folds. I would say it's a lining alongside the back side. As you can see, this dent here. I'll try to here, so you can see this dent here. The lining alongside the back. It goes all the way here. That's the dent here. But that's expected when you use the canvas for a flap bag. It's the side, it's the part that it's actually working here. The other dent fold I see is at the front, here, along this side. Maybe from a different angle. Oh, here it's a bit better. And this is caused by canvas adapting to the situation it's in. Well, the situation, I mean, is in with the frontal side, and the stiff, rigid side is getting from the underneath to the flap and causing its dent. So whenever you are closing it, you are just adapting the canvas to this stiff, rigid frontal side. And of course, I am just a bit of worried that it might get cracked in the future. And you know, as soon as the canvas is cracked, you can't really do anything about it. So the bag was used. There were, of course, periods that I use it once in a while, but then other times when I used it almost every day. I store it in the dust bag, or just by covering the bag with the dust bag if I have space for it, and not putting every time, because I did use it a lot, so I didn't put it every single day inside of it. I was just covering with the dust bag, and I found out that I actually tend to leave this flap open, not closing it, just because of this dent. I used the piece of clothing for the cleaning the canvas and the gold hardware. This one is used for glasses. Also, I saw that when I'm walking, when I'm carrying things, I tend not to close it every single time. And I do not recommend it actually. If you want to keep your things safe, then you should always have your bag closed. However, because of this dent, I saw that I started to actually protect this part and not closing every single time. So I leave it open whenever I can and not pressing down this frontal side, as you can see here, and causing the dent a bit bigger. Well, it's also sometimes hard when the bag is on your side hanging. You can't really see where the button is, and sometimes you miss it and you go for the canvas here. You might be causing a bit of a dent. You can see that there is a bit of a dent all here around this button, because you cannot really find it. You have to, when it's hanging on your side, you have to actually lift it up, see the button, and then hop, close it. So that's the main issue using this bag outside. As for the use, as I said, it was not been laying around. It has been used. I took it for walks, for meeting with friends, restaurants, shopping, at the playground with my kid. So it has been used. I didn't travel with it much as I intended to, because it's so small. It stays close to your body. You can put your money, your documents, and have them easily accessible. Overall, I'm really happy with the condition, and if you want to prolong the lifetime of the canvas, oh, by the way, it's made of as well the strong canvas. So strong canvas, they have the shorter recommendation time comparing to supple canvas, which are more flexible, used for artsy or the graceful here. That's the supple canvas. That's a strong canvas used for these bags, which needs to hold their shapes. So wallets as well, they will be made of strong canvas. So if you want to prolong this time, please avoid leaving the bag in the car with extreme temperatures outside, both warm and cold. Avoid exposing direct to the sun, living under the sunlight. Avoid getting it soaked as well. It is water resistance though, but like avoid getting it really, really soaked. Of course, you can do all these things, but they're just the tips that will allow for the canvas to look better for years. Okay, I will jump into what fits inside now, what I would like the bag to fit. So if I put these two inserts that the bag is originally packed with, so these two inserts, and then I would need my phone to put in here. The phone will fit definitely. I'm using my phone to record this, so I can't really put it in. And this will be basically it. But what I would need this bag to fit as well is my key pouch. Actually, I'm using this key pouch for everything else, but not the keys. So I'm using it for my card, for my change, for everything, but not the keys. My car key would be nice. I still have a bit of room here, but the sunglasses, they won't fit. The tissues, well, no fit here. Right now, as you may hear, I have a bit of laryngitis for the sore throat. Nope. Okay, I'm not often carrying the lipstick, but what I need is right now the flossing, and yeah, I can fit it here, and maybe the sample of perfumes. That would be nice, and it all fits here. So quite a lot. I can actually press it here. Yeah, that's closed, and that's fully packed. And I'm telling you, the bag gets quite heavy. Okay, taking out the inserts. Well, as you could see, I would not fit my phone then. So I'm taking the inserts out, and then I have pretty spacious part here. Okay, so what about the back pocket here? There are many people like, oh, this is like useless. I don't use it for anything, and you can't put anything there. Well, you can put some money there. You can put some documents here, but the documents that can't be high because they are causing this dent here. You won't be able to close. What I use it for, I keep there a picture of my family because they are the most important people in the world to me, and I like to keep them close. So overall, I'm very happy with the condition after 2 years, and I must admit it was an impulse purchase, which I do not recommend to anyone. You should always make your research, take your time before deciding on a particular bag. Add it to your lifestyle, whether it fits to your lifestyle. It might be too small for you. And it was definitely not the first bag I was eyeing for. I was aiming for the graceful bag, MM size in Dami Ibene. You might say it was my dream bag. I looked at it for over, I would say, really 3 years. It doesn't mean that I was planning to buy it for 3 years. No, I was just from every now and then I was looking at it online. I was dreaming about like it would be very nice to have it, but it's just way too expensive. Finally, after years, I got my mindset in this. I got this mindset, so I could actually afford to spend money on a luxury item. And I decided to write to my local store. It's the only store in Poland. And I felt even intimidated by writing an email to the store asking about the graceful. And of course, it was not available. But there was also a note like, please have a look at our current stock, what we have available. So I did click on this link, and this bag showed up. It was a constant drawn to it. I had somewhere at the back of my head that later on in the future I would need something a bit smaller, not having to take like every time I go outside a big hobo bag with me, especially when traveling, sightseeing the city. It would be maybe too heavy. So having just your money documents with you, this would be sufficient. And I was thinking about something like Pochette just in the nearest future. And this bag was already there. It was cheaper than the graceful, that comparing to the amount of money I was planning to spend. And why didn't I get a graceful at that time? Because of the lack of experience. They told me that the graceful is not available, and I had somewhere in my mind thinking that I will pay the full deposit for the bag and they will just forget about my order, or it will just take months for the bag to get it, or what if the bag is not in good shape, not in good condition. I was not really willing to pay the whole deposit for the graceful and just waiting for the bag for how long. And my unexperienced self had this kind of imagination, and my fault was that I didn't ask. Just always ask, how long will it take? Because different bags might take different time for the delivery. So I didn't. I saw this Felicie bag, and it was there. I can't really say how much euros it was at that time, taking the current exchange rate. This was 3,600 zloty, which might have been like 850 euro at that time. Right now, this bag is 1,100 euros. And if you take the current exchange rate, I don't have the Polish zloty on the website, but if you take the current exchange rate, it might be somewhere around 5,280 zloty. So from 36 to 5,280 after 2 years, that's a great of a jump. So if you ask me, would I buy it again? I would say yes, but would I buy it again with the current price? I must say, well, no. If I would be thinking about this bag, I would go for the leather, because the leather, whether it's in British pounds or in in euros, it's roughly 100 euros, 100 British pounds, or 130 US dollars more to the basic price of canvas. So I would definitely choose the latter if I was doing the purchase right now. However, the canvas are the popular ones, and if you're aiming for it, you can't really look back how much it cost. You need to take under consideration how much the bag costs now. I'm pretty sure this was caused also by the demand of this product, probably, and the popularity of it and the price at that time. So I also jumped into it, and as I said, it was an impulse purchase. In my case, I didn't regret it for a second. I remember until this day, it was really beautifully packed. The lady that called me from the store when I made my reservation online and I paid the whole amount, the lady called me and asked me if I need a gift bag. I said, well, I don't really need one. But nevertheless, I got one, and I'm happy that I did get it because it's so beautiful. And I remember this day, like I was so happy. It was a Christmas in November to me. And I never regret this purchase, and I never think of selling this bag. Can't really say that I didn't think about the graceful bag, which I was aiming for 3 years. But that's probably because I had so great expectation of this bag. As you can see, it's still with me, and it will be with me. It will remain with me forever in the end, but our relationship was much more difficult. I want to talk about this in the next video if you'll be interested, so please have a look in a while, maybe at the end of this month. I will try to upload the history of this bag because it was not as simple as this one. Have a great day, have a great weekend, and talk to you soon.